Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Hope you had a good week. Been a quick one for me, but I've been pleased to be back in the seat, checking out bands, giving them reviews, doing a Monday grind and all that jazz. Yeah, feels good. And today we're going to finish off the week with a good friend of the show. I've been with this guy for a number of years now, but he keeps coming through with some stuff. And what we get from this guy is what we don't get from anyone else on the channel as well. It says here, experimental, down-tempo deathcore, but he does a lot of spoken word and stuff like that in this stuff as well, which I really like, and it's always got a really dark, nasty edge to it, which I really like as well. It says here though that the instrumentals and the production is by Alex Savini. Now we know Alex Savini as well, and we've talked about him a lot over the years, but I want to just mention today that I didn't quite realize. I knew he did all the production and the mixing, and I've spoke about that, but I didn't realize that he was still the guy doing all the instrumentals and the music for these lyricists that come through with him. Which is super dope, because we know that this guy, he's got a really modern, super loud, punchy, hard as hell, just nasty mix that suits this kind of music down to the ground as well. But not only that, if he's doing all the music for these guys, he's doing really, really nice music as well. Again, super heavy, dark and nasty, but not like every other deathcore band around at the moment. And the kind of riffs that they pump out, it's different. It's way more down tempo and do and like genty and Thor and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, he does a really nice job. A talented guy, not only in the mix with the loudest mix, but also he can do a great song and instrumental for you as well. Very, very nice. Now, Moon Devoured sent over his latest track for us to check out today, but it's only 2 minutes 24. And I said, man, I want to fill out the stream a bit longer than that. Have you got another one? He said, I have actually. I've got a redux of my very first track as well. So I thought we'd look at that one first and then look at his latest one after that. This is his first track ever, Vitiation is I think how you say it, but it's a redux, and I guess he's got Alex to do that. But yeah, I think we might have listened to this one on the channel. I'm not too sure, but as I say, we've been following this guy for a number of years now. So we'll listen to what he's done with his first track and kind of reduxed it and done it for 2024. Let's see what it's about.
How can I expect to be enough for you?
Now, fucking bow.
Man, Jesus. This music hits you like an absolute ton of bricks. And if you listen to this stuff, if you're a youngster, you're going to get premature wrinkles because you just cannot listen to this stuff without scrunching your face up into the most stank face that you can. And you can't help that. It's the music does it to you, you know? It just makes you pull that face. It's such a nasty, heavy, deep and dark sound with the atmosphere in there as well. And that just crazy vocal is just, you can't help but pull the most dirtiest stank face to this stuff. This is the most stank face music there is. Sounds amazing. I love everything going on in it. A great redux for this one as well. Sounded nice and modern. But the music's so heavy. I want to give another shout out to Alex because again, those riffs that just chugging, you know. But how do you make chugs that sound that fat and heavy just from a jun? You know, you do that with any other guitar and any other kind of amp and through your DAW, it's just going to go jun like any other amp. To get it with that deepness, the atmospheric depth that it's got to it as well, sick. Really, really nice job. Still sounds amazing. I really like what Moon Devoured and what Jacob has got with his vocal style. The bit of spoken word in there is always nice from him. But he's got a way to pronounce his words, the way he scrunches his throat and his lips and his cheeks and his tongue and all of that stuff to make the vowels and the words come out in that way with that sound, with that gurgle and throat noise and everything else going on in it. And the way that's captured nicely as well with the Michael every time with these guys, you just feel like you're absolutely falling down his throat and just rattling down his throat all the way down, man. It sounds amazing. As I say, they do a great job of capturing it and picking up all those nuances within the vocal as well. Great job. So let's have a look at their latest one, Signed in Cruor. Get it back on the screen. This is his latest job. Here we go.
voice in a dream I cannot place.
Such a great sound. rattle off the bass just sounds so sick. Man, this one could have gone on a bit longer, I think, guys. That was a bit of a short one. I was really into it. I think you could have gone back to that kind of double rhythms that you had with the rhythm on the drums and then that crazy rhythm on the guitar that you had earlier in the track. I wanted to hear that again. It was really sick. You don't hear that in this kind of music, especially with these guys with the more down-tempo edge. To have quite a fast rhythm in the guitars and a separate rhythm within the drums created a really nice kind of almost chaotic deathcore edge at that end, which is something I'd like to hear more of. But yeah, I would have gone back to that again because it sounded dope, and we only heard it once, and again, shout out to Alex for doing that stuff within the music. These guys, Moon Devoured, Nooses, and the other guys that we have from that crew coming through the channel, they are vocalists. They're working mostly on their vocal and the lyrics, and that's what they bring to the table. So for Alex to be able to pick up the rest of the, he's almost like a kind of two-man band at that point, but as far as the music and everything goes, he's a one-man band and doing the mixing. Man, that's really, really nice that these guys can hook up with him and link in with his abilities and get such a sick job done by him. Very, very nice. So if you're looking for deathcore mixing, or even if you're just a vocalist looking for some music as well from him, head over to Alex Savina's website. He'll sort you out, no worries. Very, very sick. And it's got a different edge to his sound as well. It doesn't sound like Lorna Shore or all those other kind of symphonic bands. It's got that down-tempo edge, that big bassy rumble to it, the atmospheric edge to it, the big long chugs, which somehow he manages to make sound absolutely massive and atmospheric at the same time, even though it's just a chug. Those are all very, very nice things to be able to tap into if you're a vocalist, because that, when you go to him, you're going to get a high quality job in the mix, but as well, you're going to get a very sick track to do your vocals over as well. Very, very sick. It makes up a big part of this music. And again, with Moon Devoured, just the craziest sounds, the nastiest sounds, punctuating this atmospheric, dark, down-tempo music in a dope way. I was thinking, though, this year, maybe, it's time for these guys, Moon Devoured, Nooses, the other guys I mentioned, to start adding more and iterating more with their stuff, because they've got the superb vocal style. They've dialed all of that in. They've got a superb recording to be able to pick up all the gravel and the nuance of the vocal style as well. So what I would think now is where they could kind of keep going and start evolving even further, I would say start to bring in effects onto the vocals, distortions, reverbs, delays, whatever you like, phasers and things like that, to add more depth to the vocal layering. You can have some panning in and out of each other's in the ears, to just kind of start adding more to this formula now, because it's a great formula, but the space in there, because it's got big open notes and atmosphere, there's space for things to kind of inject themselves into that, and to affect the vocal in certain ways, compress it down with some distortion on it to push it back in the mix. I like that there was some sections in this one with samples and stuff from TV shows and movies. That's always nice, brings in another atmosphere to the music. So yeah, they got lots going on, but there's still ways that they could evolve this further and start adding more to this formula. See if it works, see if it doesn't. Just start feeling around, see what's out there, because they've nailed what they've got so far, and you don't want to kind of nail it and then just stay there. You want to keep adding more dope things to it as well. So there you go. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that today. That's what I've got to say about this stuff. Very pleased to have Moon Devoured back on early this year to kick us off and get back on the channel, and hopefully we'll see some more stuff from him this year, working with Alex and see what they can come up to take this stuff to the next level now. That would be super dope. Hope you had a good week so far. That's it from me. We'll be back now for the Monday grind. Can't believe how quick this week's gone. So if you've got any stuff for that, send it over the weekend. If you want to get on the channel next week, we can just fit you in, although we have got some submissions. So if you want me to talk about your music, head over to the website over the weekend and get yourself in on the Friday submissions. That's it from me today, guys. I hope you have a great weekend, whatever you get up to, and we'll see you back for the Monday grind. Cheers. Bye.